After 15 seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, over a dozen queens have unfortunately become the first contestants to sashay away. Given how much time and investment all the queens put into their drag race journeys, it's always heartbreaking to watch someone leave first. Thankfully, show creator RuPaul and the cast of queer artists featured on the show have started celebrating the queens who were eliminated first on Drag Race over the years. Despite the celebration, there will always be a contestant who will happen to go home first in a reality competition. After all, as long as eliminations are involved, someone has to leave the series before everyone else. At least RuPaul's Drag Race is known for finding different ways to constantly refer to these queens and celebrate their work in the show, no matter their placement. Now that both RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15 has aired, it's time to look back at all the first eliminated queens on the show. Victoria Porkchop Parker. Season 1 in 2009. Victoria Porkchop Parker became the first ever queen to sashay away from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 1. She lip-synced for her life against Acacia to Supermodel, You Better Work, by RuPaul. In 2021, she was honored on Drag Race Season 13 with a twist called the Porkchop Loading Dock. Shangela. Season 2. It's wild to think of Shangela as an amateur drag queen, but she had only been doing drag for a few months on Drag Race Season 2. As a result, Shangela was the first eliminated queen that season after lip-syncing to CoverGirl by RuPaul against the legendary Sahara Davenport. RuPaul later admitted that Shangela should have won. Venus D. Light. Season 3 fans were introduced to Venus D. Light as a dedicated Madonna impersonator on Drag Race Season 3. Her lip-sync was against Shangela to the tune of The Right Stuff by Vanessa Williams. However, her drag didn't meet the judges' standards, who sent her home in the first episode. Elisa Summers. Season 4. The first lip-sync for Your Life on Drag Race Season 4 was between Elisa Summers and Jiggly Caliente. They lip-synced to Toxic by Britney Spears, and Jiggly did what it took to stay in the competition. As a result, Elisa went home first. Penetration. Season 5. Penetration came into RuPaul's Drag Race as the fan favorite of Season 5, according to an online poll that was open to the fans. Unfortunately, Penny landed in the bottom 2 against Serena Chacha. She lost the lip-sync to Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Kelly Mantle. Season 6 premiere won despite being ready to rock and roll on Drag Race Season 6. Seasoned actress Kelly Mantle was eliminated during the season's first premiere. Kelly lip-synced against Vivacious to Madonna's Express Yourself and was ultimately told to sashay away. Magnolia Crawford. Season 6 premiere 2. Drag Race Season 6 had 2 premieres that split the cast of queens into 2 groups. Magnolia Crawford failed to impress the judges in the second group and got eliminated before meeting her other co-stars on the show. Ultimately, she lip-synced to Turn the Beat Around by Vicky Sue Robinson against Darian Lake. Tempest DuJour. Season 7. In a season with so many young and slightly inexperienced queens, many viewers thought Tempest DuJour would steamroll the competition on Drag Race Season 7. However, the opposite happened. Tempest was sent home first on the show. Naysha Lopez. Season 8. When Naysha Lopez revealed to the other queens on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 8 that she was a former Miss Continental, it was clear that the girls were shaking in their boots. Nonetheless, Naysha fell into the bottom 2 with Layla McQueen and lost their lip sync to Applause by Lady Gaga. Naysha returned to the season later but was still the first queen to sashay away in season 8. Jaime's Mansfield. Season 9. Not a single queen was sent home during the Lady Gaga hosted premiere of Drag Race Season 9. By episode 2, however, it became clear that the drag character of Jaime's Mansfield was not fully developed. After lip-syncing to the B-52's Love Shack against Kimora Black, Jaime's became the first eliminated queen of Season 9. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo. Season 10. Vanessa Vanjie Mateo broke the internet with her Miss Vanjie catchphrase as she exited the Drag Race Season 10 competition walking backward. In any case, being eliminated first turned out to be a blessing to Vanjie, given that she went viral on the internet for her elimination scene. During the episode, Vanjie lost the lip-sync against Calorie Kardashian Williams to Ain't No Other Man by Christina Aguilera. Vanjie gained notoriety for dating another Drag Race contestant, Brooke Lynn Heights. Soju. Season 11. There's no denying that Soju fell on her face in Drag Race Season 11 Episode 1 as she wore a look on the runway that the judges hated. In recent years, Soju has been subject to specific accusations and has subsequently quit drag for the time being. In hindsight, Soju is remembered on the show for her story about her cyst. Dahlia Sin. Season 12. It took extra work for the Queen's cast in RuPaul's Drag Race Season 12 to shine. For one, this cast had to deal with the shocking disqualification of Sherry Pie. As if that weren't enough, these queens also had all of their bookings cancelled due to the growing COVID-19 pandemic. Dahlia Sin was the first eliminated contestant of Season 12, but that was the least of her concerns. Kimora Hall. Season 13. Jada Essence Hall's drag sister, the Mackie doll herself, Kimora Hall, was the first eliminated queen of Drag Race Season 13. The show's first elimination only occurred in Episode 4, but Kimora was the first queen to sashay away after losing the lip-sync against Denali to 100% Pure Love by Crystal Waters. Orion Story. Season 14 premiere. When the LGBTQIA+ community entered 2022 already looking forward to watching RuPaul's Drag Race Season 14. This season also featured a split premiere that separated the cast into two groups. On the first premiere, Orion Story fell into the bottom 2 with June Jambalaya and lost their lip-sync for Your Life to the tune of Water Me by Lizzo. Daya Betty. Season 14 premiere. The second premiere episode of Drag Race Season 14 featured the 7 other queens competing on the show this year. For this round, Daya Betty and Deja Skye failed to impress the judges the most and ultimately landed in the bottom 2 together. They were asked to lip-sync to Fallon by Alicia Keys, and Daya's performance was so strong that RuPaul called her a lip-sync assassin. As a result, Daya Betty became the first queen to sashay away during this second Drag Race premiere. Irene Dubois. Season 15. During the epic 2-hour premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15, Irene Dubois went head-to-head with Amethyst, lip-syncing 7 rings for guest judge Ariana Grande. Unfortunately, Irene didn't measure up. She was sent home in the first episode.
나